Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, this is Books and Finances. Today I'm going to be going over my reading savings challenge that I am collaborating with Norelli's Budgets, also going over the books that I read since my last video, and I'll leave that linked in the card so you guys can check it out if you have not yet already. So I do have a few additional pages to my reading challenge and everything, but it's going to be changing because I want like a dedicated planner, book, notebook, binder for it. So for now, I have it here. So this is actually a 2025 reading journal from Cool Moms on IG, and she actually gave me this, so thank you so much. So this is a 2025 reading journal that she created. There are reading goals here, 5 reading goals that you can write. There is a bookshelfie, so pretty much all of the books that you've read, and that's 3 pages. And then there is the book club reads. If you guys don't know, I do have a book club on Fable, so I will leave the Fable link below so you guys can join if you're interested. And there's another page for book club reads. There is a book bingo, and this is blank, so you fill in, whatever it is. It can be like fantasy, thriller, something like that. So I have yet to fill that out. There is an A through Z challenge, so pretty much you mark off every time you read a book that starts with the letter A, the letter B, whatever. And then books of 2025. So you can write all of the books or audiobooks or ebooks that you've read for 2025. So she even has a key here that you can include, and it shows the total. So that is her reading journal. And then my reading savings challenge with Norelli's Budgets is right here. So there are quite a few pages. There's a reading savings tracker, the 100 book challenge, the quarter 1, and then there's also quarter 2, 3, and 4, and then a this or that bookish edition, which is kind of just a little fun add-on. So today I'm going to be working on this. So I'm reading books, but I'm also saving some money. So let's start with my reading savings tracker. So for me, every 300 pages is equivalent to saving $2. The last time was January 15. I read a total of 992 pages. So we're going to kind of piggyback. I have read an additional 3 books since then. So I'm going to go over them really quickly. So the first one is called Brooklyn by Tracy Brown. Now, first of all, I want to say rest in peace to the author Tracy Brown, who passed away shortly after providing her final draft of this book, which is crazy, right? Like I was like, wow. So even when I started this book, it tells you right here, in loving memory. So I was, I read this and I'm like, wow. So this book was definitely like, I came in blindsided. I just chose it because I like the cover, honestly. And I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I low-key do. So Brooklyn is actually this person here, this character here. She grew up as the middle child of a pastor in their Staten Island church. So, she has a younger sister and a younger sister and an older brother. And she became rebellious. So she figured out that, the whole church thing was kind of like a business, was being run as a business. And she just felt like her parents were being deceitful, especially her mom. So she became rebellious, and her parents were always pretty much hovering over her and controlling her. So she begins to hang out with the wrong crew, and at 17 years old she starts dating a much older guy who is into like selling drugs and gangs. So she gets involved in his whole like service, I guess you can say, and his whole operation. And then she begins to lie to her family. So she's pretty much living a double life. She has this life with this older guy that she's dating, who's a hustler, and then she has her church life. Eventually, her parents find out the real truth of what she's been doing, what she's been up to, which goes against the church. And because her father is the pastor, her parents pretty much disown her, and they say, you know what, you need to leave, or we're gonna take you to some type of military, what is that word, I forgot what that word is, but ship her away where they can train her to be more disciplined. So anyways, so because of that, she is left to fend for herself and hustle her way through life. So it's pretty good story. Honestly, Brooklyn, the character is not likable whatsoever. Once you're reading this, you're gonna be upset, you're gonna be mad, you want to throw this book and like slap her a few times. But it's part of the story and it's part of her growing and learning. So this was a really good read. The next book that I read, it's actually, I don't have a physical copy because I read it through Kindle and it was like a library one. But it's called She's Not Sorry. So I'm going to leave a picture here. So She's Not Sorry by Mary Kubica. It's a psychological thriller about a single mom to a 15-year-old daughter. Her name is Megan, and she's a nurse. She becomes entangled in this mysterious case of a patient named Caitlin, who is in a coma after falling from a bridge. Now, the like $1 million question here is, was Caitlin committing suicide when she jumped off the bridge, or was she pushed off the bridge? So that's kind of like the mystery here. And there's just a lot going on in this book. And honestly, the characters irritated me. Like, Megan had so much anxiety in the beginning of the book, and it was giving me anxiety. I already suffer from anxiety. So if you have anxiety, do not read that book, because I was just like, why is she being so paranoid? I mean, eventually it all kind of evolves throughout the story, but her paranoia made me super anxious. So that's one thing that I did not like about the book. But it is a fun thriller. I just felt like the writing style wasn't really for me. And again, there was just too much going on with that book. Okay, the next one I read is Foxglove by Adeline Grace. Now, this is this is the second book from a series. I read the first one, which is called Belladonna, and I absolutely loved Belladonna. So pretty much this is like, I would describe it as gothic Bridgerton vibe. So this is a fantasy book, and the story again follows from the previous characters in the first book of Signa, her cousin Blythe, Death, and Fate, which is Death's brother. So there's a duke that is murdered, and the Lord of Thorngrove is being framed for the crime. So both Blythe and Signa are trying to investigate and prove that the Lord of Thorngrove was not the one who committed this murder. And the Lord of Thorngrove is actually Blythe's father. So fate plays a huge role in this story. There's also like a little mini love triangle between Signa, Death, and Fate. There was some twist and some revelations, and it was just a really engaging story. I felt like it was really good. It was a great fantasy story. I wasn't in love with it as I was with the first book, Belladonna, but this was really close, and I can't wait to read the third book. And I think it's the final book. It's called Wisteria. So yes, there goes that. And then I'm actually currently reading, I'm not yet done with it. This one is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. Now, this is a romance novel about childhood rivals between, I believe, Julian and Dahlia, who have a past, a childhood past. And this is actually a series. So this is the first book of the Lakefront Billionaires series, as you can see. I immediately, the first 2-3 chapters that I read, I knew I was gonna love it. Why? Because it's Spanglish. The characters are Mexican American, and there's a Mexican billionaire, like, and that is really unheard of, unless they're doing illegal activities, right, or like in the political type of stuff. But so immediately I was drawn to it. So yeah, Julian is a workaholic billionaire who is still grieving his father's death. Dahlia returns to the story is based in a in a place called Lake Wisteria. And so Dahlia returns from LA, from California, and comes back home. And yeah, so I'm barely on chapter 18, and I'm enjoying it so far. I do like the banter. I do like the writing style of the author, and it's definitely a lovers to romance type of book, which I like. I really do like enemy to romance. All right, so let's. I think I had a post-it somewhere to tally up all of the pages that I read. Give me 1 second while I find that. Okay, so I did find it here, and each one is 300 pages. So because I had a 992, I am rolling over 92 pages. So I'm just going to write that over here. So rolling over 92 pages, and we're going to add everything up. So 92 plus 320 pages for the Brooklyn. She's Not Sorry was 330 pages. Foxglove was 465 pages. And you know what? Let me add the pages here because I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this book. There is like, we're already at the end of January. Today is the 29th, but I'll probably put this up on the 30th or 31st, or the 30th tomorrow. And I don't think I'll finish it by then. So I'm just going to tally up. So I stopped at page 178. So I will do Love Redesigned for 178 pages. Plus 178 equals. So I have a total of 1,385 pages. Divide that by 300. So I'm going to color in 4 point, well, it says 4.6. I'll just color in 4 icons. Let's see, 4 times 3. So that's 1,200 pages, and then rolling over would be 185. Okay, that is just my note. Sorry if that's confusing anyone. All right, so let's get started to color. And we're going to save some money. So I'm coloring a total of 4 icons. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So I need to add $8 to this. Now let me get that money out. I only set aside $25. So I might be a little short on, wait, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. So I might be a little short. So let me see. So this is the pages one. Yeah, this is a pages one. And of course, I don't have change. I'm going to have to make change. All right, so let's color. And I'm going to do... I'm going to use this because I don't want it to bleed. So let's color this in. Okay, that's cute. So I'm going to put here just a little note for myself. As of, what's today's date? The 29th? 1/29. It was 1,385 pages. Okay. So that is that. Let me actually see if I can make some change. I'm gonna leave these markers out, but I'm gonna try to see if I can make change for a 5. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was able to get some change. So we are adding $2, $4, $6, $8. Okay. Oops. This goes here. Yeah. No, it doesn't. It goes over here. All right, let's go to this one. So in the reading savings tracker, I have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, $14 saved. That's great. Okay, now we are going to move on to the 100 book challenge. So each book that I finish reading is $2. So I did finish reading 1, 2, 3 more. So I'm going to color 3 more icons, and that'll be $6 savings.
Wait, I just colored my whole fingers.
Okay, so $6 going into this challenge, which is right here. And I should have $12 saved. So 5, 10, 11, $12. All right, so that goes in here. The next one's going to be the Q1 savings challenge. And for this one, I'm also going to color 3. My 4-year-old did get access to this, and he started scribbling here. So what I like to do is write down the title of the book and then color it in. So I read Brooklyn was by Tracy Brown. And then it was She's Not Sorry. And that was by Mary Kubika. I can't pronounce her last name. Definitely butchering it. And then the third one was Foxglove. And that one is by Adeline Grace. Okay, so let's color in the books. All right, you can't really see the title, so I should have used a black Sharpie. Let me use a black Sharpie. Maybe this will work. Brooklyn. Let me see. Yeah, with the whiteout that I put, it's a little hard. Oh well, it's okay. I might even reprint this because the whole setup that I'm trying to do is I did purchase an A5 binder from Beezy's Things, and I want to reprint these pages into an A5 size so I can have a designated like planner book for all of my reading stuff. So the reading journal and the reading savings challenge. So I might do this all over again anyways. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you all. And I'll do it off camera because that process will take a while. All right, so there goes that one. And then Foxglove. Oh, great. Foxglove was supposed to be this color. Oh, well. Okay, that is oh wait, it's $5, $5, $10, $15 because each book is $5. So I don't have $15. I have an IOU of $4, which is fine. I'm going to use one of these that I have and do an IOU of $4. Yeah, I only budgeted 25. So let's go to the quarter challenge here. And see how much I have. So I have 10, 25, 6, $26, which I should have 30, but it's okay because I have an IOU and I will take care of that later. But I think that is it for the reading savings challenge. I am really enjoying reading books and saving a little bit of money. This is more like long-term savings. So once I think I'm going to complete this. I don't know. My goal is to read 8 books a month, but it's looking like this month of January, I was only able to read 6 books. I am reading a 7th book, but I don't think I'm going to finish that one. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try to finish in the next 2 days. But yeah, so this might get filled up a lot quicker. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the savings yet. Part of me wants to do like purchase more books, but I also have like a shelf full of books that I need to read. So buying new books might not be a good idea. So anyways, you guys, well, that is it for today's little reading savings challenge. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching my video. If you're interested in joining our little YouTube book club, I will leave the link down below on Facebook. Just click on it, sign up if you don't have an account yet, and then yeah, you'll be added to the book club. I don't know yet for February what we're still deciding on what book to read for February, and then yeah, and then I'll make another video with like maybe I'll make a shorts. I'll do a shorts video with my TBR for February. I know for sure I want to read Onyx Storm. That is the 3rd book in the 4th Wing series. So I'm excited about Onyx Storm. All right, you guys. Well, that is it. I'm going to end this video because then I can ramble on about books and whatnot. So thank you again for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.